welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 3 things that almost ruined Steel brain rot and that would have made the game die. But let's get into these. So the first thing happened during an admin abuse, I believe 2 months ago. So this was right when the crafting machine first came out, a week after it came out. And Sammy, for those of you who don't know what the crafting machine was, you'd put in certain brain rots to craft certain brain rots. So for example, you would put in Lost Commonizations, a La Grande, Lost Tungtungcitos, and something else to craft a Lost Rose, a Lost Ralitos. And that's what the crafting machine was. During admin abuse, Sammy would he would put certain things in stock, what people were asking for. So people would be asking, put Lost Rose in the crafting machine, and then he would. And one time, on a Taco Tuesday, he put La Carker combination in stock on the crafting machine, but it didn't only come out the crafting machine, also came down the track. And some of you may think, for those of you who don't know what it is or what it was, maybe you may think, that's pretty cool, until you realize it gave 17.5 million a second. Sammy spawning something that good is a little crazy, but the craziest part is you needed to put in 2 La Grandes and then 2 Carkers, I think. Yeah, 2 Carker Kukors to craft it. And there were a lot of people who crafted it. I was actually gonna craft it, that admin abuse, because I had everything, but I had a soccer game, so I missed that admin abuse. Thankfully I didn't, because Sammy later nerfed that 17.5 million thing all the way down to 650,000. So all those people lost 2 La Grandes because of one mistake. And if Sammy didn't nerf that, the whole game's economy would have been ruined, because so many people got theirs above 1 billion because it came down the track during the snap. And that means it could have literally gotten almost every trait in the game. And a lot of them came, and I saw a lot of them with Galaxy. And I wasn't playing that admin abuse, and none of my friends were, because we're on the same soccer team. But that really could have ruined this whole leaderboard system. But let's get into the second point. Literally came out yesterday during the update. And this thing, single-handedly, could ruin the whole game. And no, it's not the 3 tracks. It's what the update is. This brain rot dealer right here. So essentially what this is, every 30 minutes this will restock, and there's a chance for certain things to come in stock. But the thing is, it's nearly impossible for you to get it if you don't have a script or are on like 10 accounts just auto buying separate things with an auto clicker. You have to have like the fastest auto clicker in the world to have a chance of even getting these things. For example, during admin abuse, Sammy stocked 250,000 of these. I was the only one out of all the people I did admin abuse with to get it. And he did 500k of the no lots of Pizzino. And those were the only 2 things I was able to get. I was literally spamming this, and when it came in stock, and I couldn't even get it. I pressed it in under a second, and I couldn't even get Lost Spaghettis, because there's just so many scripters. But thankfully, Sammy saw the feedback from the community, and this will be being removed this weekend. And all these things will still be obtainable, but with a different machine. And this thing single-handedly could 100% ruin the whole game because of all these scripters. And if you go on the black market, you're going to see so many of these things high priced because of all these scripters and people with hundreds of alt accounts just spamming that. The only clip I saw of somebody actually being able to buy this was them using an insanely fast auto clicker on 2 accounts when he did 2,500 stock on the Fragorama and Chakorama. And even, I can't even get the Cupcake Koala. That just is how bad it is. Because now most of the people on, probably like 100,000 of them, are just people who are just spamming all of these. So all these people are just gonna this is just gonna ruin the game's economy. Not really the economy, but this is literally just gonna ruin the whole point of actually doing admin abuse, because they're like people who don't focus on the track and just like juggle things from fusing crafting machine. This ruins the whole purpose of those type of people, because Sammy, it's pretty much impossible to get anything from this. And I thought about using an auto clicker overnight, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going against all those people who are doing it. Completely understand if you do it, but if you're a scripter doing it, not a fan of that. But I'm just gonna let those people, I'm not gonna try to take it away from the people who are legitimately trying to buy the things. This thing might be a little shocker to some of you guys. Some of you guys might disagree, but I honestly like it. It's just Sammy really did mess up on it. So as we all know, there are limited quantities, and essentially what a limited quantity is you put in certain brain rots and you get something out, like the craft machine, but there's only a certain amount of them. So the most recent limited quantity was the taco combination, and you have to put in mariachi, corazon, burrito bandito, and quesadilla crocodilo, I believe. And then you would get it, and it would come down the track, yeah, and whatever. But there are 2 limited quantities in specific that he messed up on. So, as I just talked about, all the Taco Tuesday limited quantities, you always put in things that are already in the game. For example, the mariachi corazon and all the other ones are already in the game. Most of them you get from taco stuff, like the piñata and taco lucky blocks. But then there's a rare case where there will be a limited quantity where you just need new things. The most recent limited quantity where you need new things, the Lost Spooky Grande. You needed 4 new things that came out from the Halloween update, and you could only get that once Sammy did the witch event or whatever, and he only did it 4 times during the admin abuse. So let's say you were just a one man in your private server, you don't have any else in other private servers, you'd have to get something different every single time. And same with the Lock Stinks Grande, that was all favored towards alt accounts. If you didn't have multiple accounts in separate servers, you wouldn't get it. And honestly, I had separate accounts, and I would go stealing for stuff, and I still couldn't get it, because there's people with like 4 alt accounts. And of course, I completely respect that grind, but it's unfair for the people who can't do that. If I really wanted to, I could have 3 accounts in 3 separate servers, but I don't have that type of Robux, and I don't need that. I only run 1 account in 1 server with multiple accounts in that server, because most of the time I just juggle, and then I get distracted if something spawns on the alt account, then I lose the juggle. But I do like those limited quantities in some cases, because it's a chance for people to get it, even if they're broke. But it's a very low chance if you're only running 1 account. So those are the 3 things that Sammy messed up on in Steel brainrot, and that could have potentially ruined the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great